Greetings, my fellow servants of the God Emperor. Welcome back to Rogue Trader. Here we are, back at Comorragh. We're still enslaved. Things aren't looking too good. Everybody's kind of injured. And Cyrene here is having a really rough time with a crippled leg, general fatigue, mind to maggot's agony, and being a little bit perplexed, while Argenta here has some head trauma. And Abelard has an old injury, presumably many, but in this case, old injury, and stolen time. So, things are looking a little grim for all of us here. But we're going to proceed onwards and see where we can get to. So, I have been warned by you guys that I should be really careful with stuff like backtracking and all that. And we're going to make sure we're going to do a lot of backtracking, because apparently some of the characters, some of the party members, you can just not find anymore.
Keep your wits about you.
Which would be very unfortunate. First, I'm going to check and see what is up with my graphics settings. Things are looking pretty mighty choppy. I think it's all right on the actual like camera, on the video itself, but like things are really choppy and I don't really know what to do about it. But we're going to proceed onwards. Hi. You're a scourge, and you just disappeared. Okay. Sure. What do we got here? Activate the switch. 20% tech use. Oof. Yeah, like, what's that gonna do? What is this thing? I don't even know what this is. And what was the deal with the scourge? Are we gonna get ambushed?
Is there money to be made?
Yeah, the contents of my skull bursting into flames as normal. It doesn't appear to be making this any worse. We still have 1 stack out of 50 for perplexed, so do we want to go into the anatomical opera? I think we don't. What I think we want to do is actually return back to... Oh, hold on, we have goods here, interestingly enough. Yeah, I'll take all of that. And I think I also saw hint of an item somewhere else around here, too. Can I zoom in up there?
I always keep my options open.
No? Okay. Do I need to use this? I don't know. Okay. Apparently, screw you, says the map. No zooming for you. Now, here's where I want to go. I just don't know where this leads me. This is back to the... Where are we at? I think this is where we're supposed to be. I mean, where I want to go, I should say. Not where we're supposed to be. I don't really know where we're supposed to be. So I'm just
have a backup plan.
Coming around here. I will say the this section and the way how it gives you your objectives is very non-transparent. Let's just put it at that. I don't mind some
this could be an
confusion with this sort of thing. Okay, I'm going to try this with the one of these items. Unlocked.
Discipline for such a performance.
Nice. We got that. We can examine the fresh corpses here now that we have some medic A. 50% chance.
This task should have been accomplished easily.
Rise to the top,
looks like she failed.
or get left in the dust.
Again, we're just keeping a lookout for party members or anything out of the ordinary. But I don't see anything else to do. Okay. I really wish this would stop. Like, we get it.
We are the spearhead of the...
I'm restless.
But if it's, like, stuck on a timer, with that happening every couple of minutes, that's gonna be really annoying. This scourge again. Seemingly is beckoning us to go in a particular direction. It's 10% lore warp.
Always
I'm gonna get
keep your eye on the
perplexed from
prize.
that. Shouldn't I have higher? Like, I have lore warp. Oh, Iliad. Hello. The Eldari runs a hand over her face before turning to you. Her pale skin is tightly stretched over the bones of her skull, and her eyes have lost their glimmer, and her neck is stooped under an unseen burden. And yet you still recognize her. Irliet Lenavis, your former companion, and the reason for your imprisonment within these dark halls. Irliet glances at you, her eyes widening slightly. But that is the only change you detect in her tense expression. Whatever emotions she may be feeling, she is suppressing them well. Elenta. We're not gonna kill her. Look at the Drukhari surrounding Irliet. What is going on here? Step back, Elenta, Irliet says in a trembling, barely audible voice. You have suffered enough. Okay, she really does actually feel guilty for what she did. That's, it's good enough for me. One of the Xenos who were watching Irliet, torture the silent victim steps forward. Oh, she's torturing somebody. They're forcing Irliet to torture someone. Oh, Jesus. That could have been better articulated, I think.
Did the monkey come for a taste of pain? Then you must have patience. Our little guest still has so much suffering to extract from her first victim. Your prey is far from empty, Irliet. Do not hold back.
Oh god, they're trying to, like, make her... does that work that way? Can a regular Eldari kind of slip and become a Drukhari? I imagine so. I wonder if it's, like, the reverse is even possible. A Drukhari could somehow find a redemption and become more normal. And they're the same species, it's just a variation of culture and psychology. And culture and psychology can do quite a lot to a person, to be fair. So I doubt it's a common occurrence, or even a rare occurrence, but rather a exceptionally rare occurrence that an Eldari switches perspective. But we know that, like, the Craft World, and the Corsairs and the Outcasts are, you know, they can move about between these different, I guess, versions of Eldari society. Like, Irliet was a Craft World Eldari before she became an outcast. Irliet grips the blade in her hand and immediately winces. Her spirit stone is emanating a red glow. She touches it with an expression of anguish. The suffering overwhelms me. No more. I cannot bear it any longer. We get a serrated monoknife here. Let's figure out what's going on here. We could kill the Drukhari. This is a little... Iliad is mine, you cannot have her. I don't know about that. Why are you doing this to her?
Our little guest is learning the art she and her kin lost eons ago.
The Drukhari gloats in a cloying tone of voice.
The art of the light, unhampered by meaningless taboos. The art of extracting rapture from another's flesh against the will of its owner. The art of walking the path of the Drukhari. Isn't that right, my lost Asuryani?
The path of the Drukhari. Irliet echoes the Xenos' words, and the sound of her voice is as feeble and hollow as an echo.
Once Irliet opens her soul to our ways, she will have a home once more among our kind. And if she refuses, well, then she will have to give up that bauble she wears as a flimsy shield against she who thirsts. But there is no cause for alarm. When we are done here, our little sister will need her spirit stone no longer.
Irliet, I intend to find a way out of this place. What about you? Her gaze is incredulous.
Are you inviting me to come with you? Inviting me to the stars, Alantak?
She's also kind of stuck in a delusional state. Irliet, or the Drukhari grabs Irliet by the shoulder.
You are losing focus, sister. Your spirit stone is at
Irliet is swift and precise. The blade pierces the Drukhari's throat and he collapses, clutching the wound and drenching the floor with his blood. His kin move to draw their weapons, but freeze, transfixed by the sight of their brother thrashing in agony.
Enough!
It's hard to tell whether Irliet is shouting or wailing.
Enough of this senseless, aimless torture! This is not my path, and it will never be mine!
She turns to you with the faint glimmer of hope on her gaunt face.
First I must ask, Elentak, after what I did, drive away the night of my blindness with the morning rays of clarity, have you truly found the strength to forgive me?
Yeah, let's go with this one. She lost her way. I understand. Even if you have lost your way, I will be here to help you find it again. Cyrene, the pain in Irliet's gaze gives away another new emotion, tender and immeasurably sad. My eyes were blind to overlook the generosity of your soul. If only I had cast off my doubts that had coiled around me like venomous serpents. If only I had sought to share my pain with you. Perhaps we would not be standing in the snare of the Dark City now. Her reply, timid and apologetic, is barely audible. I know you have many questions for me, Cyrene, and I vowed to give you every answer, but please, let us first depart this terrible place, away from the nightmares that sink their stings into the darkest recesses of my ravaged soul. Alright, what about these guys? They're running away? Alright. Well, we found Irliet. Okay, so the reunion quest just seems to update as it goes. Let's see if we can't find anybody else around here. I'm very glad to have found her. I think we need to equip her. Does she still have her weapons? She certainly does not. It showed her with weapons. I feel like we could have, or the game could have done this a little better, but it's alright. Oh, now you can wear the Drukhari armor. Does it look Drukhari? It sure does. Well, it's gonna be how it is. Or she can wear the Incubus armor. It's not much better, though. Arena Beast Claws. They're Xenos cargo. Interesting. Oh, can we use them?
You cannot force me, Elantak.
And I can't throw them into cargo either. Just like my Lance battery. Alright, I'm gonna give her the Shuriken Catapult too, just in case she needs it. Let's make sure we're also sitting good. So we have heavy leather armor for Abelard, a heavy greatsword, and a shotgun, which is pretty solid. There's also Gift from Beyond the Grave. Might be handy. She has a trophy lasgun, the Beggar's Weapon, which is pretty solid, and a regular crappy sword. I might give her the serrated mono knife. I'm gonna do it. The sword is nice, of course. Or I could give her a heavy greatsword as a backup instead of the, no, the last pistol is actually quite good. It's better than the auto gun, or the last gun. These I will throw into cargo. I don't think we're gonna need them. The Ripper I'll hold on to briefly. Aside from that, let's ditch the sword. We have all these great swords. Yeah, I think we're looking good. And I am wielding a sniper rifle and Beggar's Weapon and a regular sword. I'm also going to equip a serrated mono knife as my backup. Wonderful. Alright, we're looking good. We found Irliet. That's a start. I'm glad we did. I think my suspicions for why Irliet did the things she did was correct. Basically got seduced. Okay. Please, game. You could at least make the things different every time.
Is there money to be made?
So it's kind of weird that the Shriekers are still here, even though we killed their leader, and that they're not hostile. But let's actually head into the pit and see if there's anyone in here. It's going to be a lot of backtracking in this act until we find everyone, so bear with me. I don't really have a whole lot of editing time, which is also why there's been some delays in the uploads. So it's going to be a very busy month. I will be moving again. And finding new work again. But it's for a good reason. So I'm happy with the outcome. Liked where I lived, liked my job, but oh, what do we hear? Who are you? Oh, it's the fucking Commissar. My brothers and sisters, it is time for you to meet our greatest ally. Rogue trader Cyrene von Valancius herself is part of the Resistance. I ask you, how can we fail with someone so mighty fighting on our side? The maleficent Xenos have already tried to kill her in the arena, yet their efforts were for naught. The Emperor protects. The Commissar gives his inspirational speech while looking at you right in the eye without a shred of shame. His words draw smiles of amazement and exultation from the people around him. You have never seen any of them before. Jesus Christ. This is, They have a Slith in a cage? Is that? We killed him.
Traitor! You condemned them to death! You lied to us, and now I have come to exact retribution!
Yeah, you tell him. Commissar's smile becomes unpleasant.
Sister Argenta, what are these accusations I'm hearing? Could it be that the horrors of combat have rattled you so? Have you been blinded by the ensuing madness?
He adds a well-measured dash of pointed suspicion to his voice. Has our cunning enemy poisoned your mind with some wicked influence? Ooh. Oh, we have to get Argenta to stop. Okay. Yeah, otherwise we're going to be killing a whole lot of these random people. Let's, do this. Argenta, I shall be the one to dispense justice, and I shall do so at a time of my choosing.
As you will.
Argenta sighs grimly. She glares at the Commissar and says with conviction,
We are not finished here, Iako Sotni. This is not a pardon, merely a sentence stayed.
It is Malice, and he's not dead. He's in a cage. This is a fucking stage act. Oh my god. Oh no. Not at Malice.
Was it not your intention to kill him? The Viper is surprisingly hard to kill. He's chock full of life support augmetics. I figured a new pet would be a nice bonus to claiming victory and having the den back. Besides, new recruits need a target to practice their aim on, right?
The Malice looks horribly maimed. One of his arms has almost been ripped off and is now hanging on by sinew alone. His acidic voice, however, is the same as before, and so is the bloodthirsty gleam in his eyes.
Just their aim? What about their close combat skills? Let me out. Make me suffer. Pit me against 3 of yours, 5 of yours unarmed. Good entertainment for your people, is it not?
You know what, Malice? I respect you. He's my trophy, you know, not your... No. Just gonna go, I see.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not being greedy. Feel free to stop by and admire his misery at any time.
I'm gonna nod at the fighters. I have questions about you personally.
I've got nothing to hide. There could be no foibles in a disciplinary officer's past and present.
He winks at us. What a dickhead.
Who are you, really?
What do you mean by that? Are you asking what my name is?
It's Iako Sotni. I didn't lie about that. You want to know my trade? I've got none. I was born in a hive that was suffocating from overpopulation. And all I did my whole life was just survive, using whatever means fate would throw my way. You want to know what else I serve? Or who I believe in? Myself and myself. No one else. Maybe you meant to ask what my calling is. That would have been an interesting question indeed. I think I may be an artist at heart.
A beaming smile lights up the Commissar's face.
You look like you are enjoying yourself here in Comorragh. You seem surprised. You're the rogue trader here. You're the one whose former life was sweeter than this one. But for a commoner like me, our beloved Imperium is just as much a deadly, treacherous, deceitful place where everyone wants to use you and kill you.
I mean, not entirely wrong, but...
The only difference is, nobody here demands that you jump for joy about the way things are. So yeah, I like this place more than my former world.
What do you think these people will do to you if I tell them what your true business is? Commissar answers with a smug, confident smile.
Care to find out? Let's see who they believe. Their brothers-in-arms, their brother-in-arms who promises them an expeditious escape, or the high-born loudmouth without a concrete plan. you traitorous maggot. Yes, you've got me. I'm a traitorous maggot. Just keep it down, will you?
The commissar makes a placating gesture and lowers his voice. He lets out an abrasive laugh.
Well, I can understand your frustration for such a famed figure to have fallen for such a simple trap. Why, if the word of this travels as far as the tales of your former accomplishments, your good name would be ruined.
Your illustrious glory made you famous far beyond the bounds of your home system, yeah.
Why do you send people to the arena? Just trying to be useful. The witch cult of the Fatal Thirst enjoys this little show I've put on. Killings don't amuse them all that much. They want something more flavorful. Those people who think they're just a step away from salvation and then they realize where they are. The combination of despair, pain of betrayal, horror, and broken hopes. It adds spice to their death agonies. So I provide that spice to the witches, and they give me equipment, food, and protection. I guess that means my work is appreciated. How did you manage to work out a deal with the witches? I happened to find myself in the arena, and I did whatever I could to survive, which entertained the audience quite a bit. One of the witches, Tazara, took notice of me. She found me and said that I could serve them either with my brains and charisma or with my blood and guts. Except Tazara seems to have forgotten all about me.
Oh yeah, that's because she's dead.
Would Malice have dared to make a move if she hadn't? She must have grown bored sooner or later. They become bored of everything. But I'm trying my best to win back her favor. I already have a few ideas for new little stage plays. Tazara is dead. I killed her. Damn it! I'll miss her patronage, though the same can't be said of her high-minded manner and her habit of using sharp objects to bring fun to any conversation. Well, I'll just have to win over a new patroness. I believe you have a problem, Commissar. That is that I survived. Is that a problem? You're not going to, kill me, are you? That would be most unwise. Malice used to be the one who could get you things to survive, but now I've taken over. If you kill me, who will supply you with good weapons, stimulants, armor? Maybe Malice. How about a deal? You take part in my show, and I give you access to the stores of the Resistance. You just keep your mouth shut and your finger off the trigger. Hear me, people. This liar serves the Xenos. You have been deceived. 2 arms.
We'll see how many fight for us.
Oh, really? You really shouldn't have. I can shout things too, you see. I wonder who they'll listen to. My brothers and sisters in arms, we've been betrayed. To battle, let us spill the blood of she who obeys the unhallowed whims of the Xenos. For the Emperor!
It's with 3 O's. I don't know. I don't know who this Emperor is, but...
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none!
So,
For the Emperor!
they were all gonna die anyways. Commissar has to go. All of them have to go, really. This is gonna be pretty tough, I think. It's definitely gonna be a rough fight. Okay, and what else I'm noticing here is my, everything is just nice and laggy, which is just swell. Iliad, where can you go? Where's a good spot for you? We unfortunately have a bunch of enemies back here. There are so many of them. Okay, these are crappy ones, though. These are just really, like trash mobs, so to speak. I'm gonna put her here, and I think we're gonna have... I'm gonna put Argenta right there. Abelard? Abelard's gonna hold off the Commissar. Could I have done this better? I don't know. I feel like there was more we could have done. This encounter felt a little weird. Like, the game could indicate that we are talking privately instead of shouting this conversation across this hallway with all of his men listening. Like, pretty sure if his men heard what he said, this would be a different story. And I feel like maybe we should have gotten a persuasion test with him, but... yeah. Anyways, let's get started here. So, it's me first. I'm gonna get attacked, for sure. However, we have psychic abilities now, so first things first, I am definitely going to forewarn Abelard, because we need him to deal with things. I am then going to move over here, right next to Argenta.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
What I am then going to do is drop a backline. No, or I'm going to do a rear right here. Okay, no, yeah. I'm going to drop the rear right here. I'm going to drop the backline right here. Can't do that. Okay, what if I move up?
I don't need
sure I can do it
luck.
then.
I have strategy.
So, we'll drop a backline here. Okay, that works.
Make it happen.
And I'll put a front line right here, I think. So then we can have Abelard fight those guys. I still have 4 action points left, which is pretty good. So I'm going to drop a Bring It Down on Argenta. And then we're going to give her a turn. And Argenta is going to mow these dickheads down. So she's got her lasgun here. How much damage can she do? First, let's drop a confident approach.
Deeds is worthless.
She's gonna do some damage. Might kill them.
As the Emperor commands, for you, my Emperor!
Unfortunately, it didn't. Well, we'll do a run and gun on her. We'll just have her move right in here.
For the weak.
And I think I'm gonna switch to the las pistol, because that's actually gonna do some more work. It's only gonna make 2 shots anyways. Oh, but it can't do a single shot. Fuck. I can't use this either, even though I run and gun. That reduces the AP of my attacks. Why can I not? So, I should be able to do a single shot at least. But it is not letting me do so. So that is most unfortunate. I guess that is what it is. Okay, well, I have a las pistol. I can shoot into these guys. I can at least take
On it.
2 of them out, probably. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, I should have said I can at least take 1 of them out. That would have been a more reasonable claim. Precognition. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, to the commenter that says I should be using this more, you are correct.
It's as good as done.
I'm going to drop precognition. This is going to give me an extra turn this round, which is pretty solid.
Break their morale.
Okay, he's going to go back there.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
At least they're friendly firing. What's the Commissar going to do? I don't know if we can win this. I probably should have saved, but didn't really have much option to do so. So these guys are going to go up there. You're going to run. You're going to get whacked by me. That's good. Okay, Irliet. I would absolutely love to get Irliet into a good position. I'm going to move her back here, though. So we're going to
I understand your
put her in cover. Perfect spot here. It's a little bit risky, because we got some jerks right here. But I need to have her start getting some work done on certain adversaries here. So we got quite a few with marks already on them. So, like, yeah, that's not necessarily going to do very much. But, like, how much damage can we do to the Commissar in one go? Presumably not very much. But if I were to get some exploits on him... And do you have an opening on this side? You sure do. That's good to know. So we can do a poise to kill?
If I must.
And we could even drop Elusive Shadow as well. I'm gonna do it. I want to get stack everything I possibly can here. Then we could do Precise Attack. I don't think this is actually necessary. I think it's gonna auto-hit. Or damn near auto-hit. Let's check. Yeah, 95% chance. Hopefully we can one-shot him.
Pet monkey.
Almost. It did get some nice bullet penetration, though, so that's cool. And I am going to drop an In My Sights on him so that we can at least shoot him at the start of Irliet's next turn.
Let's make it quick.
Zealous Thug's moving in. Gonna take him a turn. Yeah, these guys are going for Abelard, that's fine. He parried, nice.
My faith strengthens me.
Okay, we are unfortunately, okay, nice. No hits.
Here we go.
Here we go. Alright, he's running up. Argenta's turn. Perfect. So, what's going to be the best option here? I think we're going to use this. The last pistol.
I'll do it. Eradicate
Okay,
it.
she still missed with one of them. That's really unfortunate. Let's drop a wildfire here. We can at least pick these guys off. 2 of them. That would be excellent. Okay, we're not going to be able to pick off 2 of them. But shooting down through here, it's not great hit chances. Let's do this.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Alright, that's 1 down, and we scored the 2nd hit as well. That's great. Now we can... Oh, I did dash. I didn't do run and gun. Sorry, guys. It's been like 9 days since I played this game last. I have forgotten everything. Apparently. Ugh. Well, we can kill him too.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Or not. We're gonna miss with both shots. That's cool. Let's drop Furious Recital. We are damn close to a Okay. I am gonna dash. And the reason I'm gonna dash is to
Doubt is for the weak.
intercept any of the enemies that are coming for Irliet, hopefully. Because she has good defense, or Argenta has good defense. Irliet's defenses are not horrible, but
I'll do what it takes.
not as good as Argenta's. What are you doing? Oh, you're shooting anyways. Nice, and getting some friendly fire in. Look at that. Argenta, you know, she's got moves like Jagger.
Follow my lead.
I mean, revenge on the Commissar is, feels good. Sure does. Alright, brace for impact. We're absolutely going to start with that right here, with Abelard here. We could drop a sworn enemy on one of these guys. I think that's going to be worth our time. And we can do a devastating attack to maximize the damage.
I will do my duty.
We will also drop a cautious approach. And then we're gonna chop.
Victory is imminent.
Look at that. Triple hit.
Exemplary strike.
Absolutely beautiful. So we could charge... Can we charge anyone? We could charge him and get away. We'll provoke 2 attacks of opportunities. I think we can deal with that. Or I do...
We'll
steady superiority. Which means we can do some more chopping here. However, let's first deliver a kick. I don't want to push any of them away, so I'm going to kick this guy. Because after that... No, I think I need to do the chop first, actually. Then we'll drop the kick. Okay, looking good, looking good. I'm going to endure instead of kick. I got 2 action points. I can totally do both. Alright, I'm going to endure, and then I'm going to kick. Alright. Kick him. Or do we taunt them? I think they're going to be attacking him anyways. So, let's just kick him. Alright. 4 damage.
Stay vigilant.
Alright, so they're going to shoot. Hopefully do some friendly fire to themselves. Nope.
Follow my lead.
I may have pain
To the hell,
me.
Hold on.
Okay, he's coming in at Abelard. Parried. Okay, Cyrene. I have the ability to burninate someone, so we're gonna do that. Let's
I'll make it happen.
set this guy on fire. Sounds good to me. Okay, and I'm going to move the rear. No, I'm gonna move the... Yeah, the rear is the one that's in the front, ironically. I'm gonna move that onto Argenta
I'll
here.
see to it personally.
Perfect. So that everybody's going to get stuff.
Follow my lead.
Okay.
Break them
Negligible
around.
damage. Renegade medic there. Okay. Let's keep him away from the Commissar. But Commissar ain't here,
Just a
so...
minor setback.
Okay, it's fine.
Out of the ready.
Actually know what kind of damage he's doing. Alright, so he's now being protected. Yeah, he of course has, Alright, Elusive Shadow. Voice to strike. We're gonna get rid of him. I don't know if this is gonna end the combat, but we're gonna try it. And I think I'm going to drop some exploits on him as well.
This tedium is beneath me.
This tedium is presumably beneath you. And then we can Killing Edge him. Let's actually first... Or do I Killing Edge this guy? I'm gonna Killing Edge this guy. I should have done it on the other one. So I'm switching targets now, but we're gonna get bullet penetration, which should take out the Commissar. So let's see what kind of damage is going to happen here. Oh, it didn't quite take him out, but it took out another guy and damaged him a lot. So, you know what? That's fine. In my sights on the Commissar again. So, she should kill him at the start of her next turn, providing she's not engaged. All right, he's coming in at Argenta. That's a miss.
Strengthens me.
What you doing? Missing? Lovely. These guys aren't very good. Like, we are poorly equipped, but we're looking alright. We can pistol him. He's the most immediate threat. I could kill him, though.
I'll do it. None can
Good.
escape the Emperor's
And we
judgment.
even get a hit on that guy. We're gonna
Faith
revel in
without
slaughter.
deeds is worthless.
Can't spell slaughter without laughter. Let's
I'll do
go
it.
Wildfire. And I think I'm going to actually use a melee attack against this one. That's going to do absolutely fucking nothing. So I think I'm going to use a pistol attack against these two. Nice! Another one down. And we can run and
I'll do
gun.
it.
Get another pistol attack going. So I'm fine with that guy being there. Okay, we can't do a pistol attack, then it's going to be a melee attack. Because that will at least give us another point of
This is why I was chosen.
versatility, which we are not getting so much of right now. And I'm fine with standing right there. It's fine. The advantage of her using a pistol right now is that she can
Emperor,
function in
protect
combat.
me.
No, Emperor ain't gonna protect you. You're way too on fire for that.
My faith
Okay.
shields me.
11 damage. It's alright. Take it. Okay.
Brace yourself,
Abelard
Abelard.
is getting injured. However, I think Abelard's about to
Indeed.
remove his problems from the face of the world. From the face of Comorragh here, as he gets ready for some good old-fashioned violence. Chop chop! Goodbye. The glorious thing. Alright, single attack. Not bad, not bad. Charge. Anybody? Anybody here that can be charged? We can charge this dickhead over here. We can move there. Not gonna charge far enough. Okay. Endure. Absolutely. Kick him. Beautiful. Still have an action point left. Anybody to scream at? You can scream at... That'll hit him. Let's do it. Force him to shoot at Abelard. And it hits that guy too. Perfect. Okay.
Follow my lead.
This is going a hell of a lot better than I thought it would.
My ears are ringing.
Still managed to friendly fire. Well done, guys.
Aced work.
Okay, I am, however, in
Let's
danger.
get
Catch my breath.
Yeah, Cyrene is kind of messed up. And she's got nothing to heal herself, so... Well, Pyromancy has been doing us pretty well, so let's light this misfit on fire. Alright, he is now on fire. What else can we do? We can give Argenta an extra turn. I think I'm going to give myself forewarning here. And I think I'm going to drop a foreboding around
I'll make it happen.
us here. And I could give Irliet a turn, though that might cancel out her action. I will, however, juice her up. And then I'm going to give Argenta the ability to immediately shoot this dickhead.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Good. Another one gone. Alright. Yep, I am content with that. Nice. You just shot your friend.
Stay vigilant.
Where are you going? Now the question here after is, what do we do with Malice? I bet we can kind of deal with Malice.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I must not falter.
That sounded different. Maybe that was one of the guards.
See you moving?
And they are dead. Good job, Irliet. Alright. Looking good. So we got that guy up there. We'll drop a poise to strike on him. We'll have
If it
her
serves
pick
your
some of them off
cause.
from a distance. God, Irliet is, she's so good. Exploits. Absolutely. Exploits is a good damage stack.
I
In this
understand
case, we
your
don't really
intent.
need to worry about the armor and all that, so we will just go with that. You don't have an opening? You do have an opening, and I think that opening will work for what we need. So, goodbye.
If it serves your
Probably.
cause.
Hopefully.
Another soul
Most
slips
certainly.
beyond the veil.
Yep. Sucks to be you. And, you know, regrettably, it also probably sucks
Stop
to be you too,
trying,
no?
monkey.
What about you? Yeah.
This
You then.
team is beneath me.
Oh, this is getting
Follow
some
my lead.
getting some mileage out of in my sights this battle, which is good. Normally we don't. Alright. We have this guy here. He is going to expire shortly, so we don't really need to worry about him. So, Argenta, you can run on up. Let's see, we also have Reckless Rush. Immediately gain plus 10 MP.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Alright. Get that Sister Dominion training going. You're gonna run on over here. You know, unorthodox weapons for the Sister's Dominion right now, but it's looking alright.
I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
Yeah, didn't like that, did ya?
As the Emperor
Shoot him again.
commands,
The
I
wildfire.
act.
Then I don't need to use my heroic act.
I'll do it.
Probably.
Eradicate
Nope.
it.
Alright. Goodbye, good sir. And Rebel
As
and
the
Slaughter.
Emperor commands, I act.
Now let's drop a dash to
I'll
get
do
some
it.
distance. Man, Argenta's awesome. We can also run and gun.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh my god. Who's left? Like, there's one enemy left. No, there's also the medic, so I'm gonna send her this way. Screw it. Can you shoot him over there? I don't think so. I think you're, yeah, no, we can't shoot anyone, so... Let's use that for distance. Oh, I could have shot
Time to
that guy.
prove my mettle.
Alright, Abelard. It's time to prove your mettle.
A tactically sound approach.
I agree. Devastating
It
attack,
will be done.
and then charge. Should ought to do
I will
it.
do my duty. One fewer target.
Yep, one fewer target indeed. And you can move. Perfect. Run on over this way. Drop an Endurer.
Victory is imminent.
And I don't think there's much else we can do here, so I think we're just going to, yeah. End the turn. What are you gonna do?
Avenge you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm down. That's okay. The Renegade Medic is at a distance, but he can't shoot anybody, because he sucks. Iliad! Didn't kill him. That's alright. We're gonna move. Unless I have line of sight on the medic as well. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. Where can we get line of sight onto the medic? And why can't we move you? Huh. I cannot seem to move you. Well, that's...
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Oh, pipe down. Get rid of him.
Must.
Yeah, you want to get out of here? Then you must.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Alright. Well, that problem's solved. Let's drop
If it
Elusive
serves
Shadow
your
as
cause.
a defensive measure, just in case. Because why not? And I don't think we can target this guy.
I will not.
We indeed cannot. Right. And it's going to kind of be down to you, Argenta. So why don't you move on up to here. And switch to the lasgun. And you can put some rounds down range. It might hit.
I'll do it.
Okay, that's damage. More damage than I thought we would get.
As the
So, we'll
Emperor
wildfire
commands,
that.
I act.
And do it again.
I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
I mean, that's solid. Fucking steady
Power
superiority.
resides in the will of the righteous.
Do it again. Unfortunately, that's going to be a miss. Alright, then what you're going to do is you're going to run over here to Abelard. You might not be able to help Cyrene, but you can help Abelard with the Gladiator's Healing Pit. Healing Pit Kit. See if you can't
The
get rid of
pain
some of
will
his
subside.
injuries there.
Ah, careful now.
Don't... What did it do? Shouldn't that have restored some wounds? And the fresh injury? Or the old injury? Or did she just completely fail her medical tests? I feel like that did absolutely nothing. It was very unfortunate. Alright, Abelard. Yeah, can you move? Thanks. And if you could charge into the cover. Target is too close. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I can charge over there, I guess.
It will be done.
We're still in cover, that's fine. Switch to your shotgun. Are you in range here? So close. Then endure.
At your beck and call.
And end turn.
Break their morale.
Where are you going? Oh, he healed himself.
I'll
Alright.
revert
Still
to
shooting
more
Abelard.
conservative tactics.
Alright. Iliad, now she can move. Alright, I don't know why she couldn't move last turn, but... problem seems to have fixed itself. I feel like because he's on raised ground, she should have line of sight to him. I think she does, actually, so... I think we can just delete him. No, actually, it doesn't say that we would kill him. So, oh, because that's not a combat ability. Classic. Or it's not an attack. So, this once we stack the abilities on him, should get rid of him. So we'll drop some exploits. We'll say the perfect spot. Certainly not the perfect spot. I could think of better spots to be in the galaxy, but you know, it'll do for now. And then if you could killing edge him, get rid of him. Alright. Most unfortunate about all the other guys, but they were going to die anyways, and we certainly gave them quicker deaths. Wait, so the Commissar was a traitor, seeing as the rogue traitor deposed him? Alright, so some of them are still alive, that's good. So who's in charge now? The rogue traitor is, you idiot! Kneel, all of you. Hail her ladyship von Valancius. God, if any of these people survive, they're joining my personal retinue. We've all been through hell. Okay. So, we lived. We defeated them. We're gonna talk to Malice in just a sec. Let's look at the Commissar's arsenal here. We should have some nice stuff here. Okay. Bolter. Abso-fucking-lutely. We have a Commissar hat. Nice. Warp Reflex Ring. Look at all this. Okay. I'm gonna look at all of these when we actually, check the things. And we also have the Shrieker's arsenal, which we can loot, which I'm absolutely gonna do here. That's cool. Weapon proficiency. Headhunter, light carapace. Look at all this. Astartes chainsword? Oh, I know what that means. And a fucking flamer. Yes, please. I'll be taking all of that. We just drastically increased our capabilities here. So let's do some equipping of things. So. This didn't actually get used, which is interesting. Most intriguing. Equip another one. Let's also equip 2 to Abelard. 1 to each. Right? Iliad, you can do medical funny business too, so you're gonna also get some medical funny business. And me, apparently I can do it too. I can remove a trauma. Maybe I should do that. Sharpshooter boots. Whenever the wearer performs a single shot range attack from any cover, this attack gains plus awareness divided by 4 armor penetration. Gee, let's put that on Abelard. No. This goes on Iliad. Alright, Ranger armor. Okay. Yeah, so that's Eldari armor. Also, this is new. This is not the armor she had. Looks cool. I mean, the Drukari kit looked kind of cool on her, too. Sword Dancer. Each time the wearer dodges a melee attack, they gain +5 agility bonus, critical hit chance, until the end of their next turn. I'm going to give this to Abelard. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to give this to Argenta. She has good agility bonus, and critical hit chance is just anything. She does get close to enemies, so she does get into melee sometimes. It's not ideal, but it ain't bad. What's her awareness? 10. I have an awareness score that is normally not bad. It's been better. This isn't so good. I'm gonna equip it. Alright, so we have the heavy Xenomesh here. Okay, we also have an efficient body glove. Ooh. This is currently better. However, I might give this to Argenta. Because her awareness is currently better, but mine will be better. So we're going to give that there. We also have the Commissar Flak Breastplate, which is plus int bonus to weapon skill and ballistic skill. That's fucking cool. Plus 10 dodges if the wearer's intelligence is more than 65. Well, that ain't anybody in this party right now. Normally, I'm close, but it's cool looking anyways. Commissar hat. Plus 10 fellowship. Also, the wearer grants plus the wearer's fellowship bonus critical hit chance, both to the wearer and their allies. Oh my god. Why doesn't it show the hair? Damn it. This should look much better. Okay. I wish games would be better about that. Luck Thickener. That's a weird name. Each time the wearer uses a minor psychic power, all allies affected by this power gain +1 stack of Thick Luck effect. Thick Luck allows those affected to reroll a failed attack, dodge, or parry test and is then removed. Fucking perfect. This is just good all around. Battle plan. Whenever the wearer uses Press the Advantage, they and their allies increase their resolve by +2 for 2 rounds. Okay, Press the Advantage is a Master Tactician thing, right? Press the Advantage? Getting advantage? I think so. I'm going to try and spec somebody into Master Tactician, because it is cool. I just feel it didn't work super well with Jai. And I so wish that there weren't the class restrictions to the secondary classes, because, like, I would love to make somebody like Heinrich's a Master Tactician, and somebody like Jai an Assassin, or a Bounty Hunter, for example. But, yeah, no can do. Honor Insignia. If one of the wearer's combat tactics area is active in combat, done. It's always active. Warp Reflex Ring. After triggering a psychic phenomenon, the wearer immediately restores some wounds and gains psi rating movement points. After triggering Perils of the Warp, immediately gain +1 AP. I'm going to hold on to this for now, but we all know who that's going to as soon as we find her. Every time when more than 2 targets are damaged by the wielder's area attack, the wielder gains plus resolve momentum. So that's going to Abelard. Because apparently Burst Fire is not, or doesn't count as area attacks, according to my understanding. Again, could be wrong. That could have changed at some point, or it could have been wrong to begin with. But, ain't bad. As for this, I think I'm just going to equip this on Abelard. Like, sure, his intelligence isn't great, but it's +3. Why the hell not, right? Plus, looks pretty good. And drip is important. Now, Chainsword. Greatsword's still the better option here, instead of the Elite Chainsword. However, somebody else might be able to equip this. Somebody like Argenta, for example. Why not, right? And a Bolter. Instead of the Trophy Lasgun? For sure. Actually, instead of... Ooh, I want her to have a pistol, though. That's the thing. So I think I'm going to keep the Beggar's Weapon. Let's switch him up. Put the Chainsword down here. But she definitely needs a Bolter. I would also like somebody to have a Flamer. I could take the Flamer instead of this stuff. I need some sort of melee. Something to do in melee in case it goes there. And the Beggar's Weapon is pretty good. For that, you cannot use Drukhari weapons. So, is what it is. But otherwise, I think we're looking pretty good here. This is really cool, though. Like a hook. Alright. So, we're absolutely going to talk with Malice, but first I'm going to save. I've been told I need to save a lot, so... I'm not going to overwrite any of the saves that I have, though, so in case something happens, I can always go back. I've been also warned that there are a couple of, like, quest-breaking things that can happen. Oh, we have the Commissar in the cage now. Perfect. Let's talk with him. Let's have a quick chat. Commissar repeatedly clutches at his throat, racked by a bloody, gurgling cough. Alright, good for you. And Malice in a cage? The Slith may have been gravely maimed, but his gaze remains proud, piercing, and malicious. So, yeah, we don't really need him, because we have access to his stash, so I think we just got the best of both outcomes. Now we can survey the den here. We've just amassed some forces at our disposal. Who is this? The Resistance fighters are... Oh, fucking hell, we get, like, Rogue Trader mechanics for this. Or, like, the leadership mechanics a little bit. The Resistance fighters are looking at you with a mixture of fear and deep respect. They do not have the guts to break the silence and speak to you. We're gonna go with this. There is something you must know. The man who called himself the Commissar was a traitor and an accomplice of the Xenos. His promises of escape were nothing but lies. A shocked murmur runs through the ranks. One fighter sobs, his face twisted in grief, while another whispers a string of curses, his fists clenched. One of the warriors, a woman with a stern face and a grim voice, says firmly, "Then there is no hope. We are doomed to remain captives of the Xenos. But a clean death is better fate by far. May we beg your ladyship to grant us the Emperor's peace." No. In the name of the Emperor, I, Cyrene von Valancius, give you my word that I will lead you out of this place. In a united impulse, the crowd falls to its knees before you. You see their eyes awestruck and warm like sunlight, as they offer their many-voiced prayer to the Emperor. You hear your name uttered over and over again. Ooh, so we can talk to them. The Commissar is no longer in charge of this unit. Any objections? No, none, your ladyship. Could execute both of them. Let's turn to the Commissar. Do you wish to repent, traitor? The Commissar, whose proud features are utterly ruined, says in a gurgling voice,
"Enjoy a little victory while you can. Comorragh will rip your head off quicker than it did mine. Then we'll see who'll be sitting in whose cage."
No, we're not going to let the Xenos. I'm just going to execute him. For your crimes, I am sentencing you to death and granting you the Emperor's peace. It's better than you deserve. Pew pew. Alright. Goodbye. The Commissar meets your blow with a straight back and a raised chin, just as a real disciplinary officer of the Imperium would. It would be nothing more than a fraud's deception, but this fraud relishes his performance and prefers to die without breaking character. Alright. What about Malice? What are we going to do with you? I'm inclined to potentially keep him alive. Let's talk to him. Malice, you should have shown greater hospitality when I first came to you. Malice's entire body is covered in grisly wounds. One of his arms... Yeah, we've seen that.
Laugh away, humanling. You've won. Betray the one who aids you. That's life in the spires.
You serve me now. Malice scoffs hoarsely and bares his fangs.
Not a chance. If I do, you might live, humanling. And I would still be sitting in this cage. No, your problems are my own, or your own.
Okay. So we can have the survivors come with us. We shall make the arena drink of Xenos blood. It's gonna just get more people killed. Where did Malice keep his trophies in that case? They are mine now. One of the resistance fighters points to a container filled to the brim with loot.
This is everything we found in this vile den. We searched all of that sly Xenos' secret caches and stashes.
Tell me, Malice, do you have something special stowed away? Some extra special stash?
Who can say, humanling? You can tear the den apart piece by piece. You can torture me, you will find nothing. We Slith know how to shut out our sense of pain, and will suppressors have no effect on us. So there is only one way you can get your hands on my treasures. Open the cage, give me a knife, Get on your knees and let me carve your throat open. I will reveal the secret to you as you die.
No. Maybe not. Let's survey the den again. Perhaps we will put Malice down. Can we do that now? No? Alright. Again, I don't want to get more people killed. We're going to leave them down here. Malice is still in the cage. Can we talk to him directly? No. He's still proud. Alright, well, then he's going to be here. What about the Shriekers? They serve me now. Gladiators. We're going to have a look around here. Beggars. They also now serve me. I mean, that's good. We'll try and get them all out of this mess. Zealous Thug. Lead the charge, ma'am. And we have our companions here, who we can also talk to. Well, let's do that. Oh, we can also loot the Commissar. What do you have? Ooh, hello. Radiant chestplate. That's pretty fucking good. +2 deflection against area attacks, +7 dodge, or +7 fellowship, -5% dodge. I could wear that. Except it's heavy armor, so... Actually, I can't. Hotshot lasgun, which that was a little better. Gas cloud grenade. We can give that to, Argenta. She's actually capable of using grenades, so we shall do that. Give Earliet another one of these, then. Abelard can use this. That is decidedly better protection. Plus, it also looks pretty cool, so... Drip factor remains strong here. So that's good. Weapon-wise, I'm happy. Let's talk to Abelard. How you doing, Abelard?
Lord Captain, I serve at your pleasure.
How are you feeling?
I fear, Lord Captain, that without the intervention of an experienced rejuvenate adept, I will not be able to overcome this frailty on my own. Blessed throne, it is hard to be a helpless old man. I always hoped I would die, long before the day my back and hands gave out. And look at me now.
You haven't been seeing your departed wife again, have you?
I have not seen her, Lord Captain. But there are times when I think I hear her laughing in the distance. Or I sense hands touching me, as she used to do, to distract me from my sorrowful ruminations. But I know the difference between reality and fantasy. Now I fear I shall simply have to learn to live with this ghost that appears only to me. With this vision of the past.
Okay, I'm really glad that there's voice acting here to save my voice. B, props to Abelard's voice actor. Like, he sounds years older than he did before. So, yeah, like, very well done. Very cool.
Any thoughts on how we might get out of here?
I am sorry to say I do not. If we had our ship and crew at our disposal, we could be safely within its walls, conduct reconnaissance of this place, and in the end, meet our deaths in battle against the Xenos, as befits true servants of the God Emperor. However, we are deprived of our usual resources. Now we can only rely on our weapons and our wits.
Yeah.
Van Kallax could probably tell you something about our prison, but his fate is as yet unknown.
Yeah, we need to find him.
Do you know anything about this place?
No, Lord Captain. And trust me, I hope to remain in this state of blissful ignorance until my dying day. Just knowing that this abyss exists at all is enough to poison my mind.
Yeah.
It is possible. The Xenos, Earliet, could tell you something about this place. After all, she is in some way related to its denizens, and she is responsible for the fact that we are here at all.
Abelard falls silent. But his eyes make it clear what he thinks of the Eldari's return to the ranks of your companions. We're going to talk to Earliet last. Alright. Abelard nods wordlessly and closes his eyes, both out of a desire to sleep and a desire to not see his surroundings, even for a short time. Yeah, I can imagine. Right. Argenta, how are you doing?
Rogue trader. Being reunited with the Emperor's Chosen is a balm to my soul.
Have you managed to learn anything about this place?
I have made no attempt to do so. What need do I have to know of the depravity of the enemies of humanity, when all I want is to burn it all in pure, raging flame? I already know all I need to. This place is evil, but there are servants of the Emperor here worthy of salvation.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. We need to find a way out of here.
We do. And I swear to fight for that end, and not to lose hope, even when deceit, corruption, and treachery surround us on all sides.
I must take my leave.
May Terra's light be with you, Rogue Trader.
They sound still remarkably intact. We have a renegade medic here. Lead the charge. Alright, and Irliat. This ought to be interesting.
You came back from the dark, Elentark? Unharmed.
Although Irliat's sharp features remain the same, the deep shadows around her eyes and her listless gaze give her the appearance of a living corpse. The Eldari looks withered, haunted, despondent. Jeez, that's like what the, that's basically what the Drukhari look like. But when you approach, the relentlessness in her eyes is replaced with a faint glimmer of hope. How are you?
My body has already healed. The wounds of the soul will heal one day too. For suffering is a part of our life, not unlike love and fear and the desire to learn. The paths help the children of Asuryan to endure any spiritual upheaval. And you, Elentark, did not allow me to stray from mine. For this, I am grateful. And yet, neither rest nor healing salves, or even our reconciliation, can soothe the savage turmoil in my soul, Elentark. Cruderak is lost, and the bud of truth never opened before me. What happened to my kinsmen? What happened to my world? And why did the Dark Cousin tell me less than he knew?
Well, because that's what they do. And I suspect my predecessor might be involved in whatever happened to your world. We'll get to the bottom of it. There was a roiling darkness in Irliat's emerald eyes that seemed to search the very bottom of your soul. What happened to you after the trial?
I was meant to share your fate, Elentark, and vanish in the Dark City's rotting underbelly. But the Fleshmaster gave a different order. His twisted mind was beset by a question.
Ooh.
Could a child of Asuryan be saved
Okay.
from the gaze of she who thirsts with intense re-education? By replacing the influence of my spirit stone with the heady tang of pain that nourishes the followers of the dark ways.
So this answers my question. I guess regular Eldari and Drukhari, like, you cannot become one from the other normally. Because it's clear that the Fleshmaster is attempting something new, in this case, to actually corrupt an Eldari into a Drukhari. So, very interesting.
I donned the Executioner's mantle. They allowed me to keep my spirit stone in exchange for the suffering of others. I survived, prayed for Asuryan's mercy, and hoped to escape before the stone cracked under the torrent of pain and terror assaulting my soul.
Ooh.
Before the experiment was complete.
The crystal in Irliat's chestplate lights up with a crimson glow, and each of her breaths becomes more labored and restless than the last. I want to know why you did it. Everything, from the beginning to the end.
You are asking why? How could I have trusted a monkey, Elentark? After Muiren told me that it was your kind that had attacked Cruderach. After I glimpsed a piece of Cruderach in your chambers. I saw that monkey hearts were full of hatred for me and my kin. And I saw how indifferent you were to the troubles of my kind. What else was I to do? Of the two sorrows, I chose the one that was closer to my blood. Which is why I tried to find my dark cousin on the day he attacked Argonis. I used the commotion to slip away unnoticed, and wandered the streets like a shadow in search of its owner. My efforts were futile. I returned to the palace in confusion. I waited for my fresh wounds to stop aching, and for the watchfulness of the surrounding monkey to fade like the mist on an autumn morning. But still, I had my doubts. Perhaps, I thought, I should discuss it openly with you.
Yeah, you probably should have.
That monkey Achilles.
Ooh.
There was something wrong about him. He kept disappearing at night. So one day, I followed him. Achilles was contacting Comorragh, using an artifact that transmitted his master's orders. That is how I learned that the burnt monkey was about to betray you. Which meant my only chance to discover the fate of my homeworld was about to slip through my fingers. I could not wait any longer. I killed Achilles, took the artifact, and demanded answers from Comorragh. He hinted at where I could go to look for the truth. You know what happened next.
We went through all that. You didn't even learn anything.
Alas, my cousin fell out of favor with the Archon. But even so, I doubt Comorragh would reveal the truth. At least not before his dark soul was suffused with my suffering.
We know she killed Achilles. I'm gonna ask her regardless.
My words will hardly console you, Elentark, but I killed the traitor. I fear the Dark Ones left too many scars on his fragile soul. Your loyal monkey broke, so I gifted him a swift death, free from the shame of betrayal.
Yeah, there is the possibility that he actually wasn't going to betray us. But it does all line up pretty nicely. Okay, enough about that. What do you know about this place?
Comorragh. This city grinds down the will of the strong and torments any who get tangled in its dark web. The fools are the first to die, and the shrewd perish regardless. I have never been here before, but few children of Osirion manage to escape the Dark City without surrendering a part of their soul. So what is it that you wish to know?
Who rules the Dark City?
An ancient and powerful Drukhari named Asdrubal Vecht, the supreme overlord of the Cabal of the Black Heart, who reigns over all of the Drukhari with an iron fist. My dark kin consider him to be a living god. Much like your emperor on the Golden Throne, Vecht sits upon a throne of darkness and suffering that keeps Comorragh's disparate clans from disintegrating. I would not want to meet him if I were you, Elentark.
Nope. Also, G-Dub, can we get an updated model for him, please? Thanks. What about the cities other than Comorragh?
There are no other cities, Elentark. The Dark City has no bounds. It is a tangle of countless nightmare domains subject to a single ruler. An endless amalgamation of ever-changing and immutable dimensions. You cannot grasp its tenebrous grandeur, for even my life will not be long enough to visit all corners of the Dark City and the realms that border it. But it hardly matters where you go, for death lurks on every corner.
The City of Impossibilities.
Do you know how we can get out of here?
The Dark City is pierced by millions of spires, and a webway gate may be hidden in any of them.
Yeah.
It is the only way out of this place, and an impassable obstacle to any who do not know how to operate it. I know, and will help you should you so desire.
Yeah, good. I have no other questions.
But do I have the answers that you seek?
Sort of.
Gather your strength. There are more trials yet to come.
Elantark, I promised that I would no longer hide my worries behind an icy wall of pride and doubt. And so I want to explain myself. But are you willing to hear me out?
Yes. I've been waiting to hear an explanation from you.
Not here. The words of my truth are intended only for your ears, Elantark.
Okay. Where then? Up there then. Okay. And no voice acting.
Cyrene,
Irliot's usual pride and arrogance give way to awkwardness and confusion.
This is my first time ever having to explain myself like this, but you, more than anyone, deserve to know the truth. I understand how unworthy I am in your eyes. This may sound like a ridiculous excuse, but I did not want to betray you, Cyrene. I only wanted to learn the truth about Cruderach's demise and find my kin. And when I saw the shard of my world in your dwelling, that trophy mounted on the wall, I was beside myself with fear and rage. And when my dark cousin whispered in my ear that he knew the answers to my questions, I made a mistake. I trusted my kin. And fearing that you might refuse me if you knew where I had been getting my orders from, I simply asked you to direct your ship to the particular system.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected.
Did I trust Marajai? No, of course not. I thought he spoke of my kin's location to crush my soul, that he wanted me to go there and find only death instead of them. But hope for the better, prevailed over my faith in you, Elantark.
Irliot sighs awkwardly, avoiding your gaze.
Filled with hope, the thought never even crossed my mind that this single thread, forever slipping from my grasp, would lead us to the very heart of the Dark City. I am sorry, Cyrene von Valancius, and I wanted you to know that.
We'll forgive her. I understand why you did that, and I forgive you. Her eyes widen in surprise.
I give you my word, Cyrene. I will never betray your trust again. You have shown great compassion by accepting me and forgiving my deed. I do not know if I would have been able to do the same.
Probably not, no. To be fair.
It pains me to know the hardships you have to endure because of me, and you still suffer in this cursed arena, in this cursed city. I also.
Irliot pauses, as if hesitant to continue.
My soul is crushed, Elantark. The loss of Cruderach, the horrors of Comorragh, and the Drukhari's attempts to re-educate me. I have fully paid the price. I have lost my path and can no longer meditate. My body and my soul know no peace now, and that means that she who thirsts will soon turn her predatory gaze upon me.
I don't think we should offer that. It's never gone well. Good luck, you're on your own. I mean, this seems like a dumb question. Can that happen? Well, fucking obviously. Are you going to regain your powers? I mean, they're not really powers. Doesn't seem like a great question. I don't think she would appreciate this even now.
I cannot help with meditation, but I am prepared to stay with you and share the silence. That way you will be able to forget about the horrors of Comorragh. Only for a short while.
Irliot freezes for a second, and then gestures at you to take a seat nearby.
We had a saying on Cruderach. In silence you can hear a heartbeat. The music of the soul trying to burst out. Please, share this wordless song with me, Cyrene.
and may it bring peace to us both. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Let's level up, and then I'm going to end the episode. So we're going to move on to the second to last level in Grand Strategist here. And I think we're going to take a couple more psychic abilities. This is pretty good. It's going to allow us to restore AP. So we'll take that. It gives us a 25% chance to refund AP if Veil Degradation isn't super high, so we can use that. As for Irliet, what can we give you? You give her some characteristic training. Some intelligence, maybe? Or Drukhari weapon proficiency. Then again, she's got her sniper rifles. Like, I don't really know what else she might need. Weapon specialist, what is this? Not useful. Solid weapons expert. +2 minimum damage is also not super useful. I think. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to give her some extra agility. As for Abelard, extra toughness or ballistic skill? Give him some extra ballistic skill. Give him some more offensive capability. And, what is perfect timing here? Okay. It's alright. Get off me. No, not useful. Do not falter. Okay. Let's give all allies immunity to flanking, basically. When using this. That's good, but I don't always have him, Okay, that just gives an extra movement and cover efficiency. This is good. I want to, like, I don't know. I'll probably do it in my own time. I will do another playthrough of this game for sure. But in my own time. And then just build characters totally differently. Like, it kind of would be cool to have Abelard be some sort of officer type. Might install a mod that allows me to actually change up their base classes. This could be kind of good. Won't be very good now, because a quarter of our party is Xenos. But let's actually look down here, because there's a bunch of things we can still do. We could give him Grenadier. Grenadier could be nice. What about Swift Movements? Grants +2 movement points. Huh. That's good. But not for these. I wish there was a sword one. I'm going to give him Swift Movements. Let him actually close in a little bit quicker. That's usually his issue, is he's too slow. As for Argenta, extra agility? Perhaps? Or extra strength? She'll need more strength for power armor. Her strength is currently 40. What's her toughness? 35. I'm going to give her an extra toughness, actually. And she gets an ability, too, so that's cool. What about the Emperor Protects? 3% chance to ignore any enemy attacks. Not very good. Okay. And all enemies in the area effect of War or Furious Recital gain +1 Disturbed. And demons will suffer damage equal to the momentum restored to the devotee. It's kind of cool. But maybe Litany of Purification. The devotee and all allies in the area of Furious Recital gain her willpower bonus, which I think she has a willpower of... I wish I knew. I don't think it's bad. I think her willpower is like 40-something. Damage to single shots and attacks of opportunity for 1 round. She does use single shots. Melee Flame and... Yeah, we don't do those. Okay, I'll look elsewhere first. Checking here. Power Weapon Expert? No, sorry. What does Nimble do, actually? It's +10 to dodge. Okay, I'm just going to give her Nimble. Why not? Give her some dodge capabilities. Alright, guys. That's going to be all for today. This was a cool episode. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story elements. I enjoyed taking out the commissar. I wish there was a bit more we could do with the whole, like, dialogue that happened up here, but yeah, some limitations with the CRPG always. But, yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this, do drop this video a like. The next one will be out in a couple of days. This will be a busy month for me, so the uploads will be a little bit slower than normal, but, you know, bear with me, and we will get through this Let's Play. We will, I'm absolutely going to see this game through to its finish, because I still enjoy the hell out of it. And, of course, the slower we take, the more we get to experience of the DLC. At least in the main playthrough. So, that'll be cool. Can't wait for the new character, and the onset of gribbly cults inside of our ships. So, that should be fun. But, yeah, that'll be all. Alright, guys. I'll catch you all in the next one, and the Emperor protects. Heritor out.